Hello, I'm Kevin from Crypto MY. In today's episode, let's talk about Cardano price prediction today, and let's stay tuned. As we know, before I talk about ADA, I just want to touch a little bit on Bitcoin. Bitcoin seems to be having a very strong bullish momentum, as we can see here on the Bitcoin chart. You can see that this is a very strong reversal pattern. Let me draw a horizontal line so we can see it clearer. Looking at here, you can see this is support and resistance that I'm drawing right now, and you can see that the Bitcoin has failed like 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though if you want to drag it up above, to be exact, it's around this area. But yesterday it closes above this resistance zone. So what does it mean? Basically, it has a very strong possibility of reversal trend right now. Looking at the RSI, let me pull out the RSI. You can see that the RSI is very bullish. Yes, even though it's slightly a bit of going towards the overbought area, but doesn't matter. You can see that it still have a room to grow, actually, to be honest, on Bitcoin chart. If you ask me whether the Bitcoin will continue to shoot further up higher and higher, I would say there's a higher possibility that it will, because you can see that this is a very strong confirmation candlestick. But what we need to look at is, we might see the Bitcoin candlestick might just do a retracement towards the support area before it take a big move towards the 50,000 area. So what it might do is, it will retrace down below this area, which is the support area, around 42,000. After that, it will just float around this area until it has a decision making whether it's going to go up all the way to 50,000 or just go back down again to this area, which is 36,000. But most likely, I could say that the Bitcoin is very strong, very bullish right now. You can see at the weekly chart, seems like if Bitcoin managed to just close above this moving average area. Let me put it on the 20 so you can see it clearer. Okay, if this candlestick managed to close above this moving average line 20 area and also close above this resistance zone, which is on the Monday, then most likely you could see it has a possibility going up all the way to 50,000 area. So one of the good news on Bitcoin. But let us look at ADA. Okay, let's look at ADA. ADA right now, it has a very similar move with Bitcoin, but nonetheless, you can see this is one of the strongest resistance zone right here. It touches like multiple times, it fails multiple times, and then it just crash all the way down. So what you want to take note is on ADA is we want to see that the ADA on the weekly chart closes above this moving average line 20. Seems right now it's moving above this moving average line 20, which is a good thing. And the second thing is we want it to close above this $1.48. Okay, so if it does, then most likely it could go all the way up to $1.50, all the way to $1.80 easily. So if you ask me whether is it a bullish confirmation for both of the chart, I would say not yet. Looking at the daily chart, you can see this is a very obvious testing of the resistance zone right now. You can see this is tested one time, and right now it's gonna test again another second time. So it looks like a head and shoulder pattern if it fails to close above. So it might just do a head and shoulder pattern like this, and it will just go all the way up. I mean, this is just my prediction. Nobody knows what will happen, but let's say if it fails to go all the way up and it managed to just break back all the way down here again, then you might see it might fall all the way back down to this $1.10 all the way to $1.20 easily. So I would say Cardano right now is one of the crucial area right now for ADA. And let's say if ADA managed to just close above this area, then it will have a very high possibility to go all the way up to $1.70. It might just go all-time high easily. But look at the smaller chart. The smaller chart seems to like, you can see this is a very strong ascending move going all the way up non-stop. You can see that the even on the RSI is also going all the way up, which is a good thing. Yeah, to be honest, it's a very good thing. But one thing we should take note is, if we pull, okay, let me remove all this drawing first. So you can see this is a very obvious trending line as this ascending triangle. So you can see this is a very obvious ascending triangle, and you can see that this is considered as a double bottom, or we can consider it as a head and shoulder pattern. So yes, right now it's still trying to close above this $1.48. It has a high possibility it could just go all the way up to $1.50, then close above, or it might just go all the way back down. So nobody knows. But one thing that we need to take note is, ADA is having a lot of great news, and this is the time where ADA can shine. Why? Because as we know, the Alonzo hard fork, the smart contract is all implementing and public release on the August and September, and right now it already August, and I would say estimately it would launch around end of August all the way to early of September. So this is one of the good news that we need to take note. We need to remind ourselves that ADA smart contract is going to be releasing anytime soon, and this could actually very impact the ADA price value to go further up. Nonetheless, you want to see that this is one of the latest news, and this is one of the good news. Cardano on the verge of dominating Asia as ADA finally gets approval for listing it in tough Japanese market. So Japan has already approved ADA to be listed in their exchanges. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the exchanges. We call it a bitcoin.co.jp. So Bitcoin is one of the exchanges in Japan, and Cardano was finally listed in Japan and finally listed in Bitcoin. So when it lists on certain country and certain countries starts to approve this kind of token, it shows how strong the ADA can be in future. So if you look at Bitcoin, actually there's not much of cryptocurrency that's offered in Bitcoin, and you can see there are only those top ranking coins such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, ADA, and others, but it's not a lot. It's actually not a lot, but there is coin, they are listed there. Even Bitcoin Cash, they are listed there. So this is one of the very good news, because when it lists on Japan communities might end up buying and investing ADA, and this would bring a higher volume towards the ADA. So trading volumes could increase, coin market cap could increase, in the end the price value could increase. So we want to see it just close above this $1.48 in order to show that it is a confirmation of uptrend. So this is one of the news that I want to show you guys. This is one of the things that I want to show you guys today. And if you want to see in more details on this hourly chart, we can actually put the Fibonacci line to see whether how ADA is going to be going to. So you can see that this is the if I pull from the highest high to the lowest low, you can see that this is the ADA time to shine. It closed above this 0.76 line, and then right now it just shoot all the way up to this resistance zone. One of the good news, one of the great news. And if we want to see ADA going all the way up to this $2.40, it's possible back. It's possible. And yeah, looking at the short-term time, we want to see this close above this $1.50 first before we talk anything above right here. So I could say in my conclusion, as I believe most of the time ADA could just go $10, $20 easily within few years later. And if you are a long-term holder on ADA, continue holding, don't sell, because ADA, to me, I believe it might just change the future of cryptocurrency. So I think that's all for today's episode. If you like my episode today, remember to click like, share, and subscribe. I want to see you guys soon, and goodbye.